Hello everyone and welcome to 30 Minutes of Metrocide. So, what is Metrocide, you ask? Well, besides being a rather disgusting name for quite many things I could imagine, it is a top-down sort of stealth, survival, hitman sort of thing. It's really cool. It's really interesting. So, first thing you might be wondering, why are there black bars on the side of the screen? Well, as far as I'm aware, the game does not support widescreen, which thought was a little strange. Actually, I'll double check after the recording if it turns out it does or something. Maybe you just have to edit the settings or something, and I'm just too dumb. But I was flipping through the resolutions, and that's all I could find, really. So, whatever. So, what's the story? Well, they have these little comics between parts that actually show you a bit of the story. So let me start this up for you so you can kind of take a look at it. It's kind of cool. So you play as this guy. I don't really know if I've caught his name or anything. It's apparently his name is Trench. When I started it up, I really didn't know what was going on, but so essentially, he's getting chased around. You're basically a hitman of sorts, and you're stuck in this little slum, and you have to get your way out. Anyway, also, unfortunately, there's not going to be any frame counter for this one because DxTory does not like recording this game. The game typically runs at about 45 frames for me, but for whatever reason, when I'm using DxTory, not only does it force 16:9 recording, so it cuts off part of the screen, it also forces it to run at like 23 frames for whatever reason in the world. So right now I'm using FF Split instead because it's cheap and I have better things to do with my day. So let's get started, shall we? There's a couple areas currently available. You might be wondering why I can't go to these ones, and I'll explain that in a second too. The first one you start off was with downtown, and it's you'll see once we actually get into it, but it's a very arcadey-like experience because it's all very much point and performance based, and you know, they have like additional score attack and everything like that, which can add some replay value, which is very nice actually. Let's see, and then you only have two difficulties currently, normal and tough. Which is unfortunate because even on the easier difficulty, I still suck at this game really bad. I am terrible. So, we are Trench. This is us. This is me. We are we. We are all together. We are the world. So, like I said, it's a very arcadey experience because basically when you start out, you're just in the middle of these streets. You got no money to your name. All you got to your name is your gun and your wits about you. Which sounds fine to me. So, basically your goal is to get 2,000 credits, or dollars, or whatever. And, oh, there's a dead dog, that's sad. And the art style is in very much a sort of like, original Grand Theft Auto type aesthetic, but maybe if you haven't seen those, like, if you played, what was that called? Chinatown Stories or something like that. It was a DS game or a 3DS game or something. It's very much like that with sort of, I think, 3D buildings here. At least they look 3D, and these little 2D sprites that are you and everyone else and everything else for that matter. This is a very dystopian, I think, sort of far into the future world, if you can guess by like the sort of Blade Runner-esque just random cars and flying police cars that just kind of fly overhead. That sort of keep everything through that, along with the little cleaning drones that that clean up after your mess that you create from Havoc. So I've been talking for a tad too long here, so how about we get started with a mission. So you need $2,000. How are you going to get $2,000? Well, best way you're going to do that is by taking contracts. So that way you can buy a passport so you can get out of here and, you know, obviously get to the other areas. So, you'll pull up a screen like this. It'll give you an idea of, like, how much... Oh, excuse me. How much each contract is worth. You know, $150, $175, $200. You might notice these little icons by each name and might be wondering what exactly those mean. Well, the ones that have nothing by them just mean you can just take your time. I don't even know if there really is a way to fail unless you just flat out get murdered by the police or something. But the ones with the little yellow timer there, and yes, that is a clock, it's actually supposed to indicate that you have a limited time to get to them. And then the little red sort of triangle airplane thing is actually a gun, which means they are armed. So you might be going, why on earth would I do that? Well, it's because you need money and you need to get out of there as fast as possible, and the best way to do so is to take contracts with more money, because the more contracts you do, the more cop attention you're going to get, and the more likely that you may or may not actually get tracked by the police. So let's pull out this first assassination to Pauletta Wilkerson? Wilkerson. She's 39 years old, a smoker, and already has a tracker in her. Which I have to assume that means certain areas actually later probably have people you have to target that don't have trackers. So this little arrow in the corner here won't even tell you which way is what. These are security cameras, by the way, or scanners or whatever. Don't have your gun out or anything, because you will get spotted instantaneously and get murdered super hard by the police. The police do not mess around in this game. Okay, so here's our target. So, I should probably talk about the controls for a minute. So, the default controls are very strange. In fact, I would openly suggest you not do these controls because they are awful. I'll at least just sort of demonstrate them. I actually have the alternate controls on. So basically how it works with the original controls is W, A, S, and D are your forward, left, right, and down, backwards, whatever. But it's all based on where your mouse cursor is. So if you'll notice... Yeah, he moves 360 following only my mouse. And I have to be honest, I tried this control scheme for like an hour, and I can't get used to it. There's way too much for me to keep track of already, let alone where my mouse cursor is. So, to be honest, I switched off of this as quickly as humanly possible. Not really a fan. They actually have an alternate control scheme, which actually makes me wonder why they don't have controller support right now. Because the alternate control scheme basically turns it into Hotline Miami. It does. It's literally just Hotline Miami. Up, left, down, and right still move you up, down, left, and right, but that's not depending on where your mouse cursor is, and your mouse cursor just aims your gun. Those cleaning drones are pretty funny, actually. They do quite a bit in terms of telling you to keep clear. Okay, so... Hi there. So, right-click pulls out or unholsters your gun. And you have to hold the left mouse button when you want to fire. And, come on, lady. I know you're starting for a smoke. Come on. Now, the number one tip I would give anybody who wants to play this game is, 1, people can hear you pulling out your gun. You are going to fuck yourself if you try to just run around with a gun, because GTA has sort of spoiled us on that sort of concept. Oh, crap. I was hoping to get the drop on her. Come on. Go right. Go right. And the second you get your kill, good lord, holster your gun again, because if you're running around with a gun trying to hide, people are going to report you and they're going to kill you super fast. I learned that the super hard way. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can... Okay, this lady's taking way too long. Come on. You also have to... It's kind of nice, actually. The way it works is you can mouse over people and you'll see what they do. And if nothing happens, then that means they're just random civilians. But there could also be gang members who very well could be armed. And even just regular civilians you have to keep track of because... crap, I missed her. Crap. Oh, this all gone wrong. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah! Well. Nothing like showing the internet how competent and awesome I am than by failing the easiest and first mission in the game. Like I said, did not claim to be particularly good at this game. But it is really baffling that they don't have controller support for this, because like this alternate control scheme, like I said, would work fine with like a twin stick. Like at most maybe a little reticle constantly giving you, because like there's only a certain distance you can actually hit people with your gun. So like even just like a little like dotted line of like how far your projectile can go, and just that would, I think, would work fine. I think that would work perfectly fine. So let's there he is. They have nice little context. So let's see. Well, little signs by their body. Alright, so let's do another one of these and see if we just fail it instantaneously. Maybe I'll get to set myself on fire this time. Just for your amusement. You'll love it, I'm sure. But yeah, they can run, so you need to be... Yes. Yeah, like I said, holster the weapon as quickly as possible so you can get away as fast as possible. You just need to get out of their line of searching. Hope that no one saw you. You know, if a random civvy is close enough, they can identify your face. Make it so people are specifically looking for you. Other people who want to report to the police could all of a sudden see you and just call the police again. It's crazy. It's really crazy. They this game, when I got a copy of it, the developers left some notes saying, like, you know, one of the things that they're really going for with this game is to make it much more of a immediately hostile, difficult experience, which I can perfectly well respect, and you know, more power to them, I guess. But I would have appreciated maybe a little bit of an explanation as to what this was. And thankfully I got it just by random curiosity of eventually getting $400 to figure out what it is. And what it is that's actually a phone box. It's similar to the one from the comic at the beginning that I showed you, where you can call whatever his name is and get the police off your tail. But $400 is a lot of money. If you just noticed, I murdered a human being and I only made $174, and like that, I don't know, to me that seems tad... Am I the only one insane to say that I would not actually murder a human being for $150? Like I don't... Okay, and yeah, it'll give you little messages saying when the police have entirely given up their search of you, so you can rest a little more easy. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. $150 does not seem like enough money for me to just openly murder a person because I want to move. That seems a tad silly. I don't know. Anyway. Let's pull up some more contracts here. Let me show you one of the timed ones. Yep, you have to kill quickly. So you can also just murder random people and take their wallets, but oh no. No, 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 no. Whew. Oh boy. Oh boy. Got to get out of here. I have no idea what happened. I was... See, like, you have to keep track of a lot of things in this game in order to really succeed at it, and unfortunately that's something that I'm not great. I'm not great at it. It's a very hard game. I am having a lot of fun with it, though, and it's one of those things I could actually see myself, you know, just sort of having running in the background while I'm waiting for things to render or load or anything, because, like, honestly, the game is not particularly demanding. I mean, look at it. The aesthetic and everything, not very demanding on any level of any hardware in the last, like, you know, even like 8 years or something. I think it'll run just fine. It, oh man, they're still looking for me. That's great. The sound design and a lot of the music, really great, really great. I really love this sort of, like, I keep harkening back to Blade Runner, but that's really what it kind of feels like, is it feels very Blade Runner-esque, and it's very enthralling to me because we've never had a proper Blade Runner game. Like a proper Blade Runner. Like, so many people just say, well, just play Deus Ex. And, you know, fine. But, I don't know, Deus Ex is... This feels more like the shit. This feels like just you're a random character from Blade Runner, even, you know? I don't know. Excuse me. Excuse me, that probably sounded terrible. I'm gonna have to mute that. I am so professional today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so professional. I hope you all will love me forever. This compass doesn't always seem like... Oh, I should actually show you this real quick. This is a vending machine, as it said itself. You can buy ammo and weapons, tools. You can actually... This is one of the things you can actually use to take out some of the cleaners or whatever, which is crazy, which is really awesome. But, you know, again, they cost a lot of money. They cost quite a bit of money. And look, I also have a shotgun, which I think I got off that person I murdered, which is pretty cool. But so here's the one other thing I've sort of noticed is, man, sorry everyone, one moment please. Sorry about that, I had to drink some water. Anyway, so, the one thing that I've noticed is really kind of aggravating is how hard the ones with people who have firearms is, because you really have to get the drop on them and, like, be ready to shoot them, because they will shoot faster than you. So, let me show you one of these. I'm probably gonna die doing this, because it's missions like these that tend to kill me a lot faster than anything else. So, let's... And... See, like, and he didn't even, you... How professional you are. Yes, I am. I'm very professional. I'm very, very professional. Don't question how professional I am. Anyway, but yeah, see, like, not even my target, but my target's, like, neighbor or friend or whatever those two are to each other. Oh, hi, bro team. Nice to know you're doing a stream right now. That's gonna look great in this video. Anyway, so let's take some more contracts here. It's 32-year-old smoker. Apparently, everybody smokes in the future, which, you know, makes sense. You know, it's the future. Why not? Ah, what got me? You were neutralized by a vigilante. Ah, it's probably that guy. But yeah, see, like, and when I pulled my gun out, I'm more than willing to bet there was an icon over that guy that said that he had also pulled out his firearm. So it's a lot of stuff you got to keep track of. But you know, if you die, it is really your fault. So it's very interesting. I like everything they've done with this. Let's see. Okay. His name is Sunday Marshall. Oh, her name is Sunday Marshall. Her name is Sunday Marshall. Her name was Sunday Marshall. Her name was Sunday Marshall. Oh my goodness. Really hope I'm not getting sick here. So, wait, what's... Oh, is that our target? Yep. Bingo. No! Yep. The true Metrocide begins. The chronicling of the Metrociding. So, yeah, I mean, as far as stuff that's in the game, I think maybe we're just about done. I think I maybe want to at least see if I can... Well, okay, let me also show you, you know, just murdering random people. Murder them. Now, I'm gonna... Oh yeah, that's also a mechanic. You can also hide the bodies. Which, you know, also makes it so police don't get reported because, you know, if they don't have a body, then the robots don't report finding a body, thus there's no reason to contact the police, which, you know, pretty interesting, all things considered. Interesting idea. Now I'm going to shoot you. Let's see if we can... Yeah, it seems to be working alright thus far. Let's just be a flat-out murderer and see how far we get. I'm gonna shoot you. And now to put you in there. Uh-oh. The cops are on the loose. But as you can see, just murdering random people, not really doing a whole lot for my wallet here, you know. I've killed 3 people and I've made like $70. This is a very weird reality in which people can afford to build gigantic, wonderful hover vehicles that fly overhead majestically and in a beautiful, wonderful fashion. But you know, people have like $20 to their name for like 40 years and then die a slow, cold, horrible death. I'm gonna get the drop on this guy. Shit! This is going interestingly. And then a person reported finding a body, so, you know, that's another thing, is you can kill witnesses, which may or may not make an easier time for you. I don't actually know how much easier any of that... Oh, look at that, I got an achievement literally called Bad Person. Good to know, good to know what the game actually thinks of me, so... For what it's worth. As far as I can tell, I don't actually believe there is a way to hide the there is no way to actually save the game necessarily. You actually have to clear out the entire zone before you can get to new zones, and you can't save your progress. Because when you quit, you just go back to 0 the next time you start the game. Which, I mean, I guess I get, but, you know, it certainly makes it rather difficult. I mean, I suck at it so bad that I have still yet to see the other zones, even. But I've played it for at least a while now, actually. I haven't been playing it all day. So let's pull up one more. Let's see if we can actually get one of those. Let's see if we can get the drop on one of these guys. Okay, so Barry D'Angelo. D'Angelo. I'm stupid. Anyway, yeah, let's get this D'Angelo. Let's put him on ice. Let's put him out of his galoshes. Gonna get the drop on him. Yeah. Yeah, no guns. Put away your guns. Now I've got the money. I've got the money, now give me my son, please. Uh-oh. Okay, so somebody did actually mark me as the suspect. So we'll find out if we can actually avoid the police long enough to, Okay. So they've identified me, but they're not in hot pursuit of me, so I guess maybe that's not quite necessary. So, yeah, this game really doesn't pull any punches in terms of trying to make it more accommodating for people. It's very much a small, focused, score-based, you know, do good at it, or get better at it, or go away. It's very that kind of attitude, and you know, there are people that are going to find that obnoxious or think that it's not really acceptable, but I mean, to be 100% honest, I think it's fine. I think it's perfectly fine. This has been a very interesting experience for me as well, just because since the game itself is so arcadey, like I don't know, on average there are points where I don't really enjoy arcade-like experiences just because they feel a tad bare bones or so focused on the mechanics that it just feels sort of what's the word I'm looking for here, like to be perfectly honest, I like something a little bit more showy. I hate to sound like that, but you know, Pong will always have its charm, but I don't believe all games are Pong. So, you know, even trying to give me something a little more interesting is greatly appreciated. And I think this game has actually gone a long way to give me an aesthetic and an experience that is certainly... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Ah! Arrgh! Oh, great. They called the police. That's great. Okay. We need to get away. This, yeah, I dig this game's aesthetic a lot, and I enjoy this. I enjoy this a lot, and you know, I feel like if you've had any serious reason to really sort of check out the game or anything, I would suggest you do so, because I've personally had quite a bit of fun looking into it. You know, all things considered, I think maybe for the most part, a certain amount of the people that know about the game are just going to know about the game. Ah! I looked away for one moment and I instantaneously got blown away. You Okay. Oh, okay, so you murdered 6 civilians, you murdered a gangbanger, and 1 contract. You're a psychopath. Yes, I am, game. Yes, I am. So the game's been on early access for quite a bit, and they've actually been doing a lot in terms of getting it more polished and really listening to the community. And I've been very surprised by this. It's in case you're wondering who the developer is, I think maybe I might have missed it at the beginning. It was Flat Earth Games. Currently, the game's being sold for $7. I don't think I've been told anything about them changing the price when it gets its full release on Friday the 12th. But you know, might change. But I mean, like, even if this was $10, I think it's thoroughly worth it. I've had quite a bit of fun with it. So yeah, this has been 30 minutes of Metrocide, and I'll see y'all next time.